Welcome and thank you for joining me for another episode of Q&A Thursday. Maricel sent this question. I am applying for permanent residence in August. I have a common law partner and we have a child. Our child's birth certificate indicates a date of marriage, but the fact is we are not married. We have a SENUMAR which indicates that we have no record of marriage at the NSO. Will this cause a conflict in my PR application?
Maricel, thanks for sending in your question. Your child's birth certificate issue is very common with children born out of wedlock in the Philippines. Before Republic Act 9255, it was difficult for an illegitimate child to carry his or her father's last name. In addition to that, common law partnerships and single parenthood were not welcomed by the society because of the Philippines' strong Catholic influence. This may sound familiar to you.
Ano na lang kaya ang sasabihin ng iba kung iparehistro na illegitimate ang bata? Bastado ba ang bata? Bakit apelido ng nanay ang dala ng bata? Anak siguro sa liki sa kawayan ng bata ah.
Or it is assumed that the baby's parents were married because of the society's known practice that people get married first before they have babies. So what happened was that babies were registered with the assumption that they were born to legally married parents. Maricel, I can betcha you fall into one of those situations. And I agree. It is just but right for the child to bear his or her father's last name if the parents wish so. To amend the entry in your child's birth certificate, you will have to go through a lengthy and costly court proceeding. But I have good news for you. For immigration purposes, you can attach a statutory declaration attesting to the fact as to why there was an error in your child's birth certificate. As long as you are truthful and there was no malicious intent when registering the child's birth, and provided that the visa officer will not discover any other anomalies in your application, your statutory declaration should suffice. Before I close this episode, I would like to remind you to be attentive and truthful when dealing with legal documents like birth certificates. Check the accuracy of entries when filling out forms and upon receiving the certificate. If you notice any errors, make the necessary corrections right away. Gone were the days when we had to fudge the information due to the fear of being shunned by the society. You are now amongst people who are open and you are accepted just the way you are. And that is something to be grateful for. Remember to share this video, and if you know Maricel, make sure she is aware that I answered her question. Thank you for joining me in this episode of Q&A Thursday.